Hey, can you see me? I'm over here. Hi, I know. I know, I'm just now realizing when I said I'd be over by the big tree that's not very helpful because it is a park. Oh, thank you so much for doing this. I know your roommate would be here if she could. Actually, no, I take that back. It was totally uncool for her to cancel after she said she would help me. But, whatever. It's really hard to take dynamic motion photos of myself, and this is due on Monday, so it was nice of you to offer to help me when your roommate told you she was bailing. You owe me one? Oh, yeah, your ex. No, it's okay. Anyone would have stood up for you. Well, maybe not anyone, but it's fine. It wasn't a favor. It was just the right thing to do. Okay, so I want to get some jumping ones. I know, and I'm embarrassed to even suggest it, but it really is going to be the best thing to show off my editing skills, unless I am running, and I do not have the fortitude for that today. I figure if we get more in the middle of the grass, it's a nightmare to edit, but that's what I need. I have to impress my professor and pull this grade up. So let's go over here. So, how are things? Have they been bothering you at all? Your ex. Annoying? Like how? Oh, texting you? Why don't you just block them? Oh, you did, but they keep finding you on social media? Oh, and creating new accounts? That is really aggressive. They should have left you alone after you told them the first time. Being sweet? No, I don't think so. People like that, they're mean until they realize that won't get them what they want. And then they get sweet, then they threaten you again, and it just goes around and around as long as they're getting any kind of attention. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to see the texts to know. No, you don't have to show me. I wasn't asking. I mean, you can if you want to, but that's as much your business as you need it to be. No, I don't mind. Yeah, I'll take a look. Okay, it says, you overreacted. I was just trying to help. You know you're too sensitive sometimes, but I'm still willing to forgive you. Whoa. So first of all, they're calling your boundary setting overreacting. You told them you didn't want to talk and blocked them because they kept contacting you. Then they have repeatedly violated those boundaries, and they are saying that you are the one being dramatic? That's just wrong. Saying they're just trying to help is making an excuse to do anything they want to do, so they can claim they did it with good intentions. Good intentions do not override bad actions. And then they're still willing to forgive you? Did you ask for forgiveness? No. So they have now invented a situation where they're being manipulative, yet they're claiming to be the victim. And it goes on to say, I still love you, and if you ever really loved me, you would talk to me. I miss you. Okay, see? That's what I'm talking about. They were super mean, and now they're saying they miss you. And questioning your feelings, again, invalidating them, and putting their own conditions on your love. That is so wrong. Have you ever made a mistake? Have you ever hurt someone you loved? Or been petty, or gotten revenge, or said things that you regret? Yeah, of course you have. So have I. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you can't or won't hurt them. The people we're closest to are the people we are able to hurt the most. But after we make mistakes, we need to own up to them and apologize for them and make legitimate changes. We have to grow as people so that we don't keep hurting the people we love. That's something your ex is not willing to do. They don't want to learn from their mistakes. They just want to keep repeating mistakes and telling you to get over it. And just because you love someone doesn't mean you're supposed to be with them, or that you even need to be around them. Healthy relationships require more than feelings or good intentions. They need good actions. You know, like that saying, actions speak louder than words. People will say one thing and do another. I've had people promise me they would change, and I believe they wanted to. I really did. I know that they wanted to be that person they said they were going to be. But they didn't want it enough to put in the work, to be vulnerable, to admit they messed up. Our relationship did mean a lot to them, but not enough to maintain it and grow and support it with actions. People will say anything to get you to stay. They'll tell you lies, or they'll say what you want to hear, or even what they want to hear. But none of that really exists until you see the tangible changes they've made to become better. It's not enough to tell you, they have to show their love for you. And this goes way beyond romantic relationships. This is family, friends, everything. Have you answered any of your ex's texts just to tell them to leave you alone? Okay, well, I think you should stop responding altogether. You told them once, and that's enough. Negative attention is still attention. And every time you reply, they know you're reading it and get another chance to talk to you. They're getting what they want, which is more opportunities to cut you down. Something manipulative people do is they demand that you keep explaining yourself when you've already told them the reason, but your explanation will never be sufficient to them. Saying you don't want to talk is enough. But they're going to keep demanding to know why and trying to make you feel like what you're saying isn't enough of a reason. They're hoping you'll start to doubt yourself, thinking if they can't understand what you're saying, that you might be wrong. But they do understand. They just don't care. How do you feel when you read a message from them? Feel kind of anxious? Kind of sick and upset? Don't let them have that kind of access to you. They've done enough. Stop reading the messages, stop replying. You don't owe them. You don't have to respond to them or entertain them. You're free now. And it might take you a little while to get used to that, because you've been in a cage for a long time. And one day you'll realize that you can spread your wings again. Feel dumb about what? Oh, it's easy to see from the outside. I couldn't see it either when I was in it. It took me years. I didn't know why I felt so bad. I thought it was my fault. I can see your ex as a jerk because I can recognize the patterns now. But you're still kind of in the middle of it. It's really hard to see what's going on from the middle. And you are not dumb. You've just been hurt a lot. And when people tell you lies for long enough, it's easy to start believing them. Do you want to go get some ice cream? I know, but to be honest, the only action photos I want to take right now are ones of me egging your ex's house. No, they are not worth the effort. No more negative attention, remember? Let's let them continue to have their bad day, and we can have a good day. Do you want to? Photos later? Okay. We can go to the place just around the corner, if you don't mind walking. Well, I want ice cream, so I figured you might also want some ice cream. Seems to be ice cream o'clock. Well, because we're friends. I mean, if you want to be. I'm a pretty good one. And you were here for me today when I needed help. And that's stuff that friends do. Yeah? Okay, cool. You don't have any friends left? Oh, your ex made you stop hanging out with them and you drifted apart? That sucks. I don't know. Maybe. You could reach out to your old friends. You could explain why you disappeared. Some people will understand and some people won't. But you can also always make new ones. No, it's super easy. There are so many people everywhere. It's just a numbers game. It's kind of a lot like dating. It can take time to find the right people. But every day you're getting better at knowing what you're looking for. Soon you'll be able to recognize and keep toxic people out of your life before they even get a foothold. Oh, it's really important. Friendship should be something both people benefit from and that builds you both up. You deserve solid friends. And, just like an ex, if they don't treat you as an equal and respect your needs too, it doesn't make sense to be around them. And then, of course, you have to be a good friend in return, respect them back, all that stuff. It probably sounds tedious because you've never had someone respect you back. You've put in all the work and change and they just take, then blame you when they have problems. Does that sound familiar? When you find people who care about you and want to make meaningful relationships, it's easy. It feels right. It feels good. You'll see. But remember, talk is cheap. So don't take my word for it. I'll show you. But I do have a really important question to ask. What kind of ice cream do you want?